the second episode of my Sacred Underworld game. I noticed after my last game that my recording stopped while I was still playing. I have no idea how or why. But as a result, I actually just had picked up the sheep for the Sheepless in Bellevue quest, and I was about to end it here when I noticed I was missing something, so we missed a small bit of the journey. Yet, since that journey has been done over the path where I've already been before, it wasn't really that interesting. As said in the previous episode, the entire area around Bellevue, between the waters and this forest, is some sort of monster free respawn area. So running there without any monsters to kill, well, let's just say you didn't miss much. However, you will miss things if you blink, because right now I'm going to finish this quest and hopefully get some nice reward this time. $1,000 experience points, as well as a ring and war cry, and I need war cry as a combat art, so a very useful run instead. Here we go. I will select slot number 7 and edit. So with that done, the next thing I really need to start doing is figure out how much do I have in money. Not that much. But I need potions, health potions, and I will need them because of what I'm about to encounter in a bit. First we finish the quest. Because what I'm going to do next is move around a bit, start a quest, but I'm actually not going to activate it. Sacred Underworld has a couple of quests you could actually start without talking to the previous quest giver. And by doing that, I bypass some things, which is quite nice, saving me time and whatever. But more important, it skips all those useless information, or at least what I think is useless information. Still thinking, no, I'm gonna sell it. So what I'm going to do now is figure out if I'm lucky enough, and I am as a matter of fact, to get a nice weapon. 10% regeneration, some more attack but more protection. It will drop my speed, but as you can see, I already found a solution to compensate it. And more important, once again increasing my weapon lore, meaning doing more damage. Disadvantage, I can't buy any rings anymore. So it's something I will have to do later. I am able to buy some potions. Let's see, 1000 golds. This is 8. Let's do it. So this guy has a quest for me, and like I said, usually I skip the quest givers for the sake of the video. I will indeed talk to him. So the next thing is find a wolf, and as a matter of fact a diseased one, kill it and make sure that this guy's animals are safe. So first thing I'm going to do is add my war cry, giving me a nice damage boost for the next 20-ish seconds.
I should avoid fire while wearing this armor.
And immediately leveled up. I wasn't expecting that, but okay. So once again, 1 weapon lore, 1 dwarven lore, and dwarven lore will increase my regeneration of Warcry. And I have a new skill, which brings me to what to do next. I got a few choices now. First of all, Constitution, so increasing my health. Then I have trading, I have armor, and I even may consider parrying. But out of those 4, 1 is useful for buying stuff, but I don't have the gold, so I'll aim at Constitution right now. It gives me slightly more health. And as said earlier, more health means surviving longer. So let's find that special wolf, and hopefully at some point I'm getting a cannon blast or flamethrower rune, so I can actually start using the better combat arts. I also need to give myself a Warcry boost. At least I'm getting gold. Not as much as I want to, but I am getting gold. Disadvantage: low health, low constitution, low physical region. My health points won't go up fast, and I don't have that many potions, so I don't want to use those yet, unless I really run into serious problems. And especially with the 9-second regeneration. So let's check out the magical spot. Loot the treasure chest to get a little bit of gold. And I do have a better armor, so at least my resistance is up a bit now. Which means I'm slowly getting better prepared for facing other stuff. New ring, doing magic damage, no additional bonus. And a new healing potion, which is very useful. And a new ring, +2 entrench runes. I don't need those 2 runes. One mental pot and another magical spot. Over time I will miss the magical hiding spots. They give items, they don't give set items or anything like that, so they're useful, but if I miss one, it's not really a disaster. Of course, it could be if my magical find items, my magic item find, now whatever, my chance to find better items is increasing, but yeah, at that point I may actually miss out on a blue or a yellow item. It can happen, but when I'm strong enough, it's not really a problem, especially since I have in mind which items to use.
Nearby.
So first, another fetch this quest. Pick up paybook. Somebody left his paybook at home. I have to pick it up because if he doesn't have it, he won't get paid. Yeah, well, sorry. Worse for him, his wife would be angry. Yeah, well, sorry. Still, he'll give me something in reward, so. So now I have to fetch a blacksmith.
You can count on it.
Which I will do later. First I have to talk to him. And at this point, since there's no other way as to accept this quest, the journey really begins. Although, buying a horse. More healing potions. A very good healing potion, which I won't use because the big potions I have are already sufficient enough for silver. Using a potion which is actually meant for gold is just a waste of potions. So I will put this one in my chest later. Let's as well as those two. 100% health generation, 100% health generation. There's no use to use a very good one. So we could just continue looting. Encountering something nice every once in a while, like, no, we're not going to run back and forth. This. I leave the speculation to anybody else. Now let's see, what do I need? I need belt and gloves. 1 belt, protection, 2 endurance, but do I need endurance? Not really. So it's nice to have it, but it's not a must-have. I'm just a little bit more resistant to poison now. Or better said, reduce the effect, so which means the drain. For rings, damage 3-5, damage 4-6, protection, and magic poison. Might as well use that one. Leaving me with 2000 golds, and that is enough to buy a few potions. Or actually, all of them. I won't buy the other potions. I rather would have chosen to buy some amulets because of the increased protection of those, but I'm unable to do that yet. Instead, we will move into this direction, as there are 2 things to see. First of all, there's a local portal. Second of all, there is a big portal. And this one, for a change, won't put me to the island, which was below here. I could travel to Mascarel or Bellevue Castle, but there's no use for that. So I will cancel things for now. And instead pick up the quest of this lady. She's a little bit angry. Something everybody should know when looking at her face. So,
By the gods of the anvil!
I will become a goblin killer. And a messenger. So this time it's not fetch, it's deliver. Well, it's something else.
You have just enlisted a dwarven warrior.
So I got a few quests now open, and as you can see at the map, the blue shields. 1 blacksmith, talking to his wife, 1 paybook, 1 burning hatreds in an area I haven't explored yet, and a messenger in another area I haven't explored yet, while King and Country is the main quest. Usually I'd say let's go over to the blacksmith wife, but I'm going to take a shortcut because there are more quests to pick up, and the shortcut is making that a little bit easier.
Ha!
Not to mention, I'm here to kill goblins. And look at that. Goblins. 2 hearts. 20% of the quest done. Well, less actually, but 20% of the requirements done. More goblins. Time to help the guy in distress. It's not a damsel. We will get the damsels in distress later.
I should avoid fire while wearing this armor.
And there's the blacksmith. And with this quest, well, like I said, it's the sort of tutorial area here, and this quest is basically tutorial quest for the introduction to blacksmith. And I just got my gauntlets. Better attack speed, which is nice, because I'm finally able to do some hitting. And
I bet they don't even know what gunpowder is.
with a build which is based at all, well, entirely at the use of combat arts, my attack speed is really depending at items.
Dwarven might will serve your cause.
Well, I also have to do questing. This time helping a lady in white. There isn't a lady in red, for those who wonder. It's another fetch. And a new ring, this one doing fire damage. I want to spread my damage a little bit over the various elements. So, weapon lore, dwarven lore, and physical regeneration. That's going to be my skill increase until I get the next upgrade and actually am able to add free skill points. And here we go. The item, the ring color under my opponents is actually telling me something about how strong they are. Greys are that weak, they barely offer any experience. And as people have noticed, I got 4 experience points out of it. The next level is green, which are easy. After that we get the yellow, orange and eventually red. And while I'm currently level 7, we see a level 8 mage, which will be quite some danger. However, what I should keep in mind, even below my level, enemies can still hurt me. And even at a low level enemy can kill me. Now, how nice, the mage is actually coming to me.
Now it's your turn.
One gladiator rune, 1 armor with 2 slots and nice defense, but I will lose stuff. Besides, I don't have anything to put into it. One red piece of armor, or for another character, female, seraphim this time. And while we're doing the tour in this area, this monastery-ish building is in fact the starting point of the seraphim. So we have had the starting point of the dwarf. This is the starting point of the seraphim, where I saved the blacksmith is the starting point of the battle mage, and I will move more into town later for the starting point of the gladiator. And the caves I was exploring for a bit in the first episode is, and that small plateau upstairs is the starting point of the wood elf and the dark elf. So what's left? The vampiress. I will encounter her starting point later, so to do it again, wood elf and dark elf start here. The seraphim starts here. I will move into it. For the battle mage, it's up here. Gladiator will be over here. I can't show it yet. We got a vampiress starting here, which I can't show yet, and very nearby the demoness. And those are all characters in this game. Now let's straight, because I will need better gear, better weapons, and perhaps physical +2. slot. More speed and a slot for protection, but I will black out on the weapon lore, so I won't do that. Leaving with 3000 in gold, am I able to buy better rings? Yes, but if I do, I can't buy amulets. And I can't buy my own amulets. Let's see. 6 to 10. That's the weakest. And gone. So, next quest. And usually I skip her, but I will pick it up for, as I said, the video. Now, nice river cave, and I also need to
Flint
move
and steel.
to the
So be
caves. To find the goblin for the blacksmith, so let's do some other things first. And here comes the dangerous one, because I forgot something. Was this a bad idea? Well, maybe, maybe not.
Scum.
But it looks like I traded a bit of my attack speed. For more damage, and
Very bad move.
well, I'm level 8-7. This zombie is beating through my protection, which is the reason why he was doing that much damage. My poison protection is, well, non-existent. And that's why it was hurting me that bad. Still, looting graves is fun to do, so let's continue. With that done, I will go. Haven't been talking to that. Yeah, I've been talking to her. Do I have some special? No, just look like it. moment I'm picking up everything I can because I need the gold. Over time I will just stick slowly but surely to less items. First dropping off the white ones, later the blue ones, after that the yellow ones, and eventually sticking to sets, uniques and gold. And that's because there's no need to keep picking up stuff you don't need. If you got that much gold, you can spend millions and still got enough left to do another list of that long trading. Now before now I can enter this part. First I'm going to check what I dropped. One dexterity and attack rating. So no. Now here comes the fun part. Usually I'd say let's just tease this goblin. But he will
But
drop.
ugly, you don't even taste nice.
And the reason is goblins spawn, goblin shamans actually are able to spawn other goblins. So if I keep him alive, I got a nice way to level. However, with the lack of healing potions, I don't think it's a good idea right now. So instead I will move into the caves. Reorganize inventory. And I think this cave most likely gives me enough experience points to level up, and hopefully before I have to encounter that mage over there, because he's going to be a pain for me. Especially because I still can't use what I want to use. And I need 500 experience points, so I'll have to face the mage before I leveled up.
Spread out and remember the power of Morganar.
That's why I don't like it. But we managed. We actually got a level. And this lady is giving me a clue. I also got my third slot, so I have no use for it yet, but I do have my third slot, which means as soon as I'm able to get a cannon blast or a flamethrower, I can move everything one step backwards. But at least my gold is increasing again. So it's getting a little bit easier to pass on to the next part of the map. A little bit.
Hooah!
And with this, yeah, I understand why that lady hates goblins. because they're little pests.
Hooah!
I will, however, ignore the goblins for a bit.
On
Talk
the
to
other
this
side
guy.
of the bridge, you will be on your own. But you look like someone who can take care of yourself.
What am I doing here?
Oh hell. And that's why I'm not happy about having such a big healing potion in my possession, because I just lost it. Or better said, I used it. While I'm here, I may as well start picking up some quests. I won't do them now, because there's a lot to do in the starting area.
A dwarf needs no fellowship for quests like these. Just enlisted a dwarven warrior.
And here we go. First set item, wrong character. Won't be the first time. Set items are even randomly generated, so they can drop everywhere, anytime. From a monster as a quest reward. And with all those characters, 7 in total, and each of them having multiple sets, the chance to get a set item you actually want isn't that large. I can increase that chance later, which I will do.
This will be done.
But for now, no. And look what we have here. The starting island. Can't access it, as I said. There's no need to. Here's my next quest.
Just enlisted a dwarven warrior.
Now, let's see if I can find something better. I could use this hammer, but it's slow. Even worse as what I'm currently using. I could switch to a sword, but that won't matter either. So instead, I'm going to check for better items. Five, 10%. No. And once again, I spent that much gold. I can actually buy the amulets. It's in a way funny, in a way annoying. I will leave those two quests for two reasons. First of all, I don't need the combo master. Or better said, I do need the combo master, but I have to kill him quest over there, and it's a very hard enemy. Second of all, I got a couple of quests unfinished up here, so I want... Nah, I can pick it up. Monsters won't follow me that direction anyway.
By the gods of the Anvil!
This quest, however, won't be picked up because this guy needs to go somewhere, and that somewhere is not where I'm heading to, because I'm going back. And I'm going back because I have unfinished business here, unfinished quests. I have quest finished but not completed yet. There are things to loot, of course. But I want to make sure that I've got everything done in an area, because if you do a certain number of quests, and it depends a bit at the area, at some point the area will be at peace, and at that point you don't have to worry that much anymore. So what we got here, 3 amulets, and I can't use them. Armor giving defense, helm giving endurance, a belt with 4 physical regeneration but no special move, shoulders with defense, which are actually better, constitution and points in, actually better, dwarven steel, attack, cannon blast and special move, 10%, no change, but the combat art I can use later. That's it for now.
With flint and steel, so
Sorry,
be it!
too fast. This lady wants me to find her sister, because her sister is lost. Mind you, they don't have telephones with GPS in Ankaria. So poor little sister wasn't able to get there. Of course, she's nearby. But we're just doing fetch with the sister. And a new ring. Fire magic 5/7. Poison. Simply fire 6/8. And keep it like this. And it's time to pick up my next quest, which will be a very hard one to do.
Of course, a dwarf needs no fellowship for quests like these.
Well, actually, with this quest a fellowship would be very useful, but never mind. There are other things to deal with first. And for that I need to go south a bit. Or actually, better said, 2 bits.
2 seconds? You will be dead.
Um,
Let the air smell of gunpowder.
so, next quest. Fetch my fishing mate.
I'm going to kill you.
So once again, not one of the runes I want to. It's amazing, to say at least. Well, as soon as I have that combo master unlocked, I'm able to get the 2 runes I want to, and from that point on things will be a little bit easier.
This will be
That
done.
will be, however, in the next episode, because I noticed my time is almost up. So what I'm going to do is finish this quest and run down to the village here and finish those 2 quests and close down. And we'll talk again next week when we continue this game. So what did she offer? 2 healing potions. Maybe not as useful as the 2 combat runes I wanted, but still more useful. juice.
Ha!
I said a bow. Nah, not that many items yet. I'm going to return to the city, turn in the last 2 quests, or most of the last 2 quests. Actually, with the exception of the battle bear, I might turn in every quest.
Ha!
Because with 5 experience points, or 4 experience points, I won't get very far.
Goblins! Ha! Ha!
And I think I just got lucky. Yes, I didn't get lucky. Too bad. Now, before I finish this, and I said that before, there's something else I need to show you. Because this was a quest giver, and quest givers give rewards.
Thank you in the name of the Abbey. May the gods guide you when you walk a dangerous path. Take this as an expression of our gratitude.
Gold. Dexterity, defense, speed, and RSM. And this is only defense. But a slot, and this one doesn't have a slot. Still, it's better. Of course. And finally, my first armor and a little bit more resistance. Not enough, but a little bit more. Now, as said, we had the Seraphim starting locations. We passed the arena where the gladiator is starting, and I'm currently heading off to the area where the black battle mage is starting. As you can see, that's not the battle mage. That's the teacher of the battle mage. This place is called the Circle of the Dancing Dead, and the reason for that has to do with this runestone and this very nasty, where is the bitch? Bunny. Ah, already dead. Every time you click that runestone, a bunny appears, and that bunny is very aggressive. It's not a fluffy bunny, it's an aggressive bunny. The killer bunny, actually.
Impressive, these buildings. Impressively backward.
There's the paybook.
This area is as peaceful as the mountains.
And here we have it. My very first unique item. And I'm going to actually switch to it because it's doing more damage. Put this in the other slot. That's the only thing I'm going to do. But here is what can happen if I have a blacksmith available and I'm able to do some stuff, slotting stuff with it. First of all, damage types increase 8% and 16% to my attack rating. My attack rating is actually determining my hit chance, my crit chance, etc. Then at the same time, the next one is resistance increase and 16% to defense, and defense is making sure they don't hit me. And finally, physical spell increase, fire spell, magic spell, poison spell, and mental regeneration increase. So this is a real good art for a mage. For now I will do nothing. For the very simple reason I don't need it. Or better said, I need amulets, not blacksmith arts. Over time, when I'm able to do my own blacksmithing, I will use the one giving me a chance to find better items. So that's the blacksmith. I won't do warbear, but I will do paybook and burning hatreds. While the sword is on the run with the dwarf, the dwarf is on the run with the sword. So, paybook. And done. And what do I get? A belt. So, no, not a useful item. One ring and an Easter egg. Returning to this lady. extra experience points. And with that done, the only part to explore is the Warbear area. And I will do that next time. But the last thing I will do is getting rid of this belt. I don't need to even. The last thing I will do is saving the game, as always, and end the recording.